Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt, back with more of the 1910 expansion as we continue on trying to get as high of a rank as we possibly can. We were up in the 300s before our wonderful losing streak that we had. So, I'm looking to kind of build that back up and kind of become a top player here on Board Game Arena. I'm feeling very good about kind of my feel for this expansion. So I'm hoping that continues. All right, well, Vancouver to Duluth, Vancouver to Denver. I don't think we deal with St. Louis to Miami. I literally do not want to go from one corner of the map to the other. That sounds like I'm going to have a bad time. But what I think we do here is go Calgary to Helena and then over to Duluth, down to Denver. I think that sounds excellent. So orange and green is what we're looking for. But everything else, we can just kind of start, building up. We are going to want to... the one challenge in this is that there are more things that connect in with the East Coast rather than the West Coast. So going to want to make sure that we don't get completely shut out of more tickets, but I think we can make it work. We'll be close to Seattle. We'll be close to Los Angeles. We'll be close to Phoenix. We can make stuff work. All right, so orange, yes. And then, what did I say? Green, yeah. So just stuff off the top now. Just grab things. Duluth is something we can hook up. Duluth has a lot of stuff. Winnipeg will be close to as well. That has a lot of stuff. The fact that we need 6 orange is a little bit challenging, but this early in the game is usually not a problem. The fact that we only need 4 green is really nice because we don't need to worry about, like, oh man, we just need so much stuff. If I do see the yellow, I'm very okay going Seattle to Helena to Duluth. I'm into that. I just looking at the other route as like a man having to grab 6 yellow and 6 orange might be a little bit more difficult. So I'd rather just play it more safe. Interesting to see what yellow does here with these 2 green. Red and green did not take the green cars last time around. They didn't take this one, so that leads me to believe that maybe they don't need it. And so that would be really great to be able to just grab that. Okay. I mean, I would also grab the orange there. And again, they didn't take it last time. Okay, well, you're going to take it this time, but poop to you. So yeah, green did not take that green car last time. Took them off the top. So yeah, this will be really nice, assuming I don't hit a wild here. Wow, well, had I grabbed 2 off the top, it would have been green anyway. Wow, a lot of green here. So probably that signals that we're going the Helena to Denver route. But we'll keep our options open. All right, so now green's like, wait a minute, there's all this green here. I should totally be grabbing this. Which, the problem with always that anytime that you realize, like, oh, something's coming, you're like, it's too late. Okay, now we decided to grab all this green. So I hope this stays, because I would love to complete it just for the 4. Grabbing white and having that in the background to if I need to go Calgary to Winnipeg might not be the worst idea. So yeah, we grab that. And holy green, Batman. A little early to be grabbing some wilds, so I'm not really feeling like I need to go that route. That's fine. I'm interested to see if that forces anyone into, like, oh, I really need to into a panic mode of I need to do something. So I think an okay start here. Getting the 4 green is nice. I would like to see some more orange on board, because seeing as that's the thing that we need the most of. But otherwise, I think we're in good shape. Like, we need a wild of 3 and a wild of 4. So I'm feeling good about where we're at on that. I'm curious to see what green does here. So no one felt the need to panic play with that Boston to New York. I will grab the yellow again. If I can save the green, I don't mind. I'm pretty okay with that. All right. No one's panicked grab at Nashville to Atlanta, Houston to New Orleans. Everyone's playing real cool. Everyone's just chilling in this game. Which I don't know. That might be good or might be bad. Who knows? We're definitely taking our time to think. That's for sure. Okay, so I just think we take off the top, see what we hit. Black. I guess that's fine. There's some worlds where that's again, having any color is helpful for when we draw more tickets. So okay. Still not caring a ton about that. Alrighty, I think we just grab off the top. Alright, we got lots of 3s. No shortage of 3s. Probably going to use the blue here. I guess the only argument against that would be if I need blue to... So maybe I'm talking myself out of that. Probably going to use yellow here then. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, red's making the move. All right, there's some orange. Ooh, that's really nice. That's really, 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 really nice. Ooh, that was a good draw. That puts us very close to being able to complete these routes. Okay, yellow goes down to the Houston to New Orleans route. So me and green are the only ones that have not played. That is the one nice thing about West Coast routes, is they're usually a little less contentious. Again, have had games where that's not the case, but for the most part, man, that's yellow there. I mean, I guess it depends on how much I want to dig for it, I suppose. All right, there's that. My goodness, it's definitely going to tempt me with... Okay, glad you're taking yellow there, because... Oh, thought it was my turn. Okay, happily we'll grab that, and then I'm going to grab one off the top. Man, it's really going to tempt me going Seattle to Helena, Helena to Duluth, which I might do. With one wild on board... Yeah, I might do it. Just grab the wild and then go next turn. Because that's just so many points on board. Well, now there's not a wild. Well, now there is. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm doing it. This is going to complete both my tickets in 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. It's going to be quite a lot of points. I'm going to grab Vancouver to Seattle first. Less worried about all the rest of this. Dang. I mean, usually I don't go high value routes in this expansion, but I don't hate this. So yeah, green still hasn't played. So green's gonna be the last to act because I'm starting this. I'm starting the party here in the blue train world with a whopping 1 train play. If people start to snap to Seattle to Portland, I may pick that up because that's probably most likely where our ticket value will come from long term. So that is going to have to be something we watch. Okay, so orange is grabbing lots of yellow. Which could be for a variety of reasons, but ooh man, yellow's also going for a pretty good route going in and out of Miami. Also locks out Miami in just one way in, so glad we decided not to draw that Miami route. That would have been painful. Yeah, I'm curious if red was trying to get up to Seattle. That was just a lot of yellow they were drawing. Unless they were trying to get down to Nashville, they could have been drawing it to get into Salt Lake. I don't know. But I'm going to grab the other big route here. That gets Vancouver to Duluth done. And the nice thing is, in 4 routes, I am outscoring everybody, especially because red has played 4 routes, and I'm okay. So red goes down the south way. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Now we force green to enter the fray. All right, so everyone's kind of going. Interesting that green has lots of cards. The other nice thing about drawing here is we are set up pretty nice for other stuff. We've got things. So let's draw some tickets. Los Angeles to Calgary is really nice. I don't really want to grab. I mean, no, I don't want to grab Phoenix to Boston. I think just grabbing the 1. Is really great. I think maybe we try to go Vegas through Los Angeles. So we're going to need some orange in order to do that. But the nice thing is if we don't get that, we can just go elsewhere. And even I might draw more tickets here. Just to, yeah, I want to get a little more information on where I'm really trying to go. I can definitely hook up Salt Lake City and Kansas City. Don't love hooking up Chicago, New York. Yeah, this is the problem with starting in the West Coast is I'm just not feeling confident. This is a great route. Well, actually, now that I say that, three red, I'm into Chicago. No. That's just gonna be too much. I'm gonna hate everything if I do that. Because it looks like red and yellow make orange. Like red and yellow are over here. I don't hate hooking up Chicago, so maybe I do look for like grabbing 3 red at some point. But, okay, so I would love some orange. 2 wilds are nice. I'm happy for that. Okay, so yellow's going destination tickets. Because as of right now, I don't need Vegas. So I'm not really feeling the need to get Vegas to Los Angeles. Because I could very easily hook up Los Angeles around this back end here. And then hook up Calgary, throughout it. But I want to be careful in that all 3 destinations. That's lucky. So, like, maybe I hedge on some green here. So green's kind of going that route. Do need to remember that we need to like hook up Kansas City. Okay, so yellow's going to be one to watch of kind of what they're doing. Like, did they hit just a bunch of routes that they... Okay, so he's going up that way. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm happy I'm not in this. Just don't need to deal with, am I going to be able to get into there? Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's just keep grabbing stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing some. I mean, the other way to get into Los Angeles is to go pair and then 6 black, which, you know, could happen. Might not be the worst idea, to be honest with you. It's a lot of points. And that seems to be kind of the theme that I'm going for in this game, is let's get a lot of points. So, you know what? I'll speculate on it. Yeah, why not? Why not? You know what? I think I'm going to grab it. I think I'm doing it. I have 2 wilds. Why not? Yeah, let's do it. There we go. So now Phoenix to Boston is looking a little more fun. But too late now. So yeah, there's our hookup into Los Angeles. So now we can, you know, we can hook everything else up here. Yeah, let's hook some things up here. So we're gonna go the three green here because I was saving the green for Portland to San Francisco. I don't need that anymore. We'll need a pair of something because I need another pair to get up this way. Santa Fe is not bad to hook up either. Being one off of Phoenix is not bad. Again, might not be the worst idea to like grab the 2 into Vegas just in case. But okay, well, I'll happily grab this blue and then this white, I suppose. Again, in case we do need to get over to Winnipeg, we've already started it. Okay, let's grab some stuff now. I'm feeling this has been a very smooth game so far. I don't really got a feeling for it. Yellow's the only one that scares me, but so far is still kind of in a drawing mode, so doesn't scare me completely. I want to prioritize this down here just in case. I'm not as worried about someone grabbing Helena to Salt Lake City. Helena's not as much of a big hub from in this game. The other player to watch is green because green has their ratio of trains versus number of cards is much lower. So like that's again something to watch. Probably draw another round of destination tickets here. Just we've completed most stuff. Everything else I'm not super worried about. Maybe we hit something big. I think the big routes are going to be tough, simply on the grounds of most of them deal with an East Coast place, and I think that's going to be a little bit difficult to do. Like both of these are a big no, and so I probably just have to take Toronto to Charleston. which is doable. So yeah, let's do that. So I just need some pairs. So if there's pairs on board, I'm taking them. And then hopefully we can sneak up this way. Okay. So now I'm going to want to grab that right now. So I'm going to grab that with a pink because I only need 3 pink over here. And then I'm also going to grab, I think, Duluth to Omaha here just to make sure that, well, I guess if there's nothing on the other side, I don't need to. And I shouldn't. So if I can get another pair, then I'm feeling better about maybe trying to hook up Toronto to Charleston. Okay, took 1 destination. Yellow seems to have gotten lucky in that everything is East Coast. Everyone's kind of going the destination ticket route again. That might give us an opportunity to draw another round of destination tickets. I was really hoping for some like West Coast routes. Interestingly enough, we maybe could have gotten like a Washington to San Francisco, but I think that would have been. No, I think it was the right decision because we could have hooked up Washington and gotten here, but then we would have had to hook everything up into here, and then like, it was just going to be a lot of work. Okay, so let's go. Not pink. Let's start there. I think it is less likely that someone takes Raleigh to Charleston. Okay, so red needed to get into Vegas. So that complicates things slightly in the case of if we need to get into Vegas, we're going to have to get 3 orange. And there are some Vegas routes that we could get. But let's complete this stuff. We are kind of running out of trains as well. Okay. So, yeah, let's go this. It's kind of looking like we need to hook all of this up, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, I think yellow feels most in control of this game. But it seems like everyone's drawing a lot of destination tickets. And I'm not 3 destinations. Oh, that's usually not good. Because that probably means you're not just taking them to take them. Like that means like you might have hit something. All right, so I need 1 more pair here. He was taking black, so I'm also going to take black to try to slow him down here. Okay. Oh, man, I really don't want to draw anymore. And maybe I don't. What do I think? I mean, I'm getting close to ending this thing, and people are still drawing. So, like, maybe I just go that route. I don't know. Yeah, that's more destination tickets. Yeah, that says to me that red just hit the jackpot. But now, so this is an interesting, like, this is a pretty greedy play from red. You're clearly, from a ticket perspective, in the lead. And probably, I mean, if you've got Vegas to something, if you've got cross-country routes, he's got big routes. So at this point, all you're doing is, like, risking that you're not going to be able to hit something. I think maybe I'm incorrect, but I think that this is we need to end this. I don't think, with all this drawing, it just seems like yellow's clearly looking for something. Red drawing says to me they were looking for something. Green just drew more tickets. If I draw more tickets, there's zero guarantee that I hit anything. And I think at this point I'd rather roll the dice on you have to complete your routes now. Yeah, see, that just says to me I just needed to get the most points. The other thing that's not a nothing is we are going to go in as the clubhouse leader on board. I guess assuming that green does not play a 6 route. But, still, yeah, okay, I just did the, okay, yeah, this is the last gasp. Yeah, you guys can keep drawing destination tickets. So, red misses Montreal to Dallas. However, looks like they hit everything else. Yeah, so Montreal to Raleigh was absolutely what Red did very, very well. That 3 that they drew mid-game was clearly a huge jackpot there. So yeah, there's green. Green was just drawing tickets to try to hit something. So I don't think I'm beating red by more than 15 points, but I'm feeling good about like where we're at otherwise. Like again, a lot of good routes. Yeah, so like we're gonna lose out to the bonus. But all things considered, it was the right call to end that game. I'm not sure after red took 3 tickets. That is an almost impossible situation to try to come back from. But what we did is, green was, I'll throw up a GG here. Green white was grasping at straws here, trying to get Winnipeg to Santa Fe, maybe. Yellow was trying to get Calgary to Nashville hooked up, so like they were clearly trying to get 6 and 4 just too late. So if anything, we hurt. That's a 28-point swing. Yellow definitely would have beaten us. And green, I think green just got unlucky with the tickets. Like I don't think they were going to complete any of this. I guess they could have gotten to Santa Fe like this way, but that was going to be really challenging. So left us with a solid second place there. So that is the challenge of having a West Coast start, is that it's very hard then to kind of get into the East Coast. Whereas if you have an East Coast start, you can kind of then expand to the West Coast much easier, and then you have all these East Coast things for all these little routes that come in. So, hey, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe, hit that like button, comment, all that jazz, and we will see you next time.